The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers offense will go to work first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Here comes the noise from this big crowded Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another incompletion on third down. FIU will line up to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt, this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
To the air, it's Allen. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but Another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The running back has it. Plows through the defense. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got his man downfield. Flying down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's out. Punch it out of the air. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Wide open spaces. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Penn State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Dawson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a bit.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fires to the big fella.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep downfield. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Does it work?
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Aller. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
I could not keep that.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Dinkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Oh, okay. But we hit. That's what we want to see. We hit.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
We don't let them know we're there.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fires to the middle. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Devin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
Hey.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That was a nasty hit.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout.
Pierre is...
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Panthers are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some... Going for it all.
I can't. Why is it? It's the second time I forget.
That's the advantage right there, having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
So aggravated.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really well by the line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
I can't.
1st and 10.
They don't let me live,
To
man.
throw, it's Aller. Trying to set up the screen. They get it out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Can we lie?
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
I know what I've taught you. I put you in the positions.
Looking to throw, it's out.
Succeed.
That's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
I'm trying.
Now it's 3rd and goal.
I need you to help me out.
From the gun, wants to pass.
We stay with him. Okay.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th
They're
down.
trying to spit in our faces.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Press.
Big fella move.
Not pressed. You're supposed to be sitting there. I should have
And they
flat.
add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking.
Oh,
They've been
big
doing it all
ball.
first
Terrible.
half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury
Outside.
with another touchdown here right
I
before
had the
teams go
inside
into the
with the guy
tunnel.
that mattered.
This defense,
They're
guys,
too
they
much
have
body
got
than
to
the other
find
one.
some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Like, perfectly ran it, but
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this run.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Man,
Good
this
spot
offense
there.
is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Back to throw, it's Jenkins.
you know who the
Fires to the
plays
wideout.
first.
Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime.
You know who
Maybe
the
time for
plays
1 or
for
2
us.
more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down.
I got
The
no
pass
time.
is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the
Yeah,
clock.
sitting there in my
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
surprise onside
Go
kick.
ahead and roll the
Surprise
dice
onside
to
kick.
start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick.
By the way, I'm not doing any glitches or anything like
And
that.
a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Integrity.
Catch in the middle. It's Dinkins. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I've seen there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dinkins. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah. Him a free touchdown.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
I lost my side that I needed.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Jenkins. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
I hate how it switched.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
They got away with getting interceptions on 2 touchdowns.
On the run, it's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
38-24.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production.
Boys,
but
we
listen,
gave 'em a fight.
at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this
We
gets
gave
you
'em
some
a fight.
energy.
You'd
Maybe
be
we'll see a
proud
little
of
bit
that.
more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not
Yeah,
win the
they
game,
succeed.
but I think this
Easy,
defensive
easy.
coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
90% clip.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they
Threw
needed.
some decent passes.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
Reuse this
He
game
was
as teaching
looking for
moment.
more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Firing to the right, complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Dawson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, looking for a man. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's in open space downfield. Offense working from the pistol. The give. Oh, better look out. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Foul.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The disrespect.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Once again, the fact that they did this, and this wasn't a good, I mean, you know, offensively it was pretty easy for them.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
Late.
And the defense holds firm.
Anytime they had to go down the field, they only had one quick play touchdown drive.
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
We were hitting Singleton.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
4th down. Twice.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They're going to run it. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
The first time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
5 yards.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Proud about that. Liz.
Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Complete on the shuffle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Let me see if we got things that we know how to do right. Execution. We ain't doing it. What the heck? They ran that play twice.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their
they ran the play twice.
And
so
with
we're not
that
affected
score,
by
you start to get
the
excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Jacksonville State was able to finish off a close one at Burgess Snow Field today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
I think you were all 3 of my 3rd down.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success.
A shot toward the end zone.
Just to throw another pick, apparently.
And it's another interception.
He just came in and threw another pick.
The record book continues.
That's all he came in here.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is there. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.